Wealthiest squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will put total leather and will get started. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Carney. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Power football with the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. On second down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. The Sun Devils will have it first and 10. First down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
From the gun, the ground game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. He's going to take off. Moving past the 25. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The give from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they did tack on the extra point.
A legendary rivalry in the state of Florida, Phyllis. Miami and Florida State back at it again today. Here is the latest. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They just keep firing. It's complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs at top. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Oh, he got loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a hit. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. He'll throw on third down. Flips it out to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed.
That makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that's another first down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Pitts. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Carney. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Briggs. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Carney. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Briggs. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Smacks him with a stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Briggs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Makes the catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be again after the incompletion. Bringing the heat. Pocket breaking down. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The sure hands, it's Hawk. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Smashes in between the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working.
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls it in. It's Briggs. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Running into the open space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try the run. He did not make it. A stone ball on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Briggs. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Briggs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Spins away. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Punts it out of the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Shoots it to the left. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined. And the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They booted away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Wolf.
I And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Pitts. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Buys a little time. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Cox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I get it. This QB has to make a play. They're trailing the football game. Time's running out. But, man, we also got to know when to throw that thing away and not take the big loss. Just what this defense needed, trying to preserve the lead late in this football game.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cowboys are on the move. He leaves it with his back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cox. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Here's a throw downfield late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.